I am currently sitting in a hammock in my backyard, and I would say if you are self-conscious about how you look on video, don't film yourself in a hammock. It just doesn't put you in a very good position. But anyway, one of the things I was going to ask today is, what does corona or COVID fatigue look like? I find myself being, I forget what the term is. I just don't have the level of patience that I used to have for nonsense, either from other people or kind of in my interpersonal relationships, which isn't a good thing. I mean, it's almost like a product of perpetuating or perpetual discouragement. You know, I mean, there's not a lot of good news right now. If I had to think about, I can't think of any good news. Like, even if you look at the way that things are going with the coronavirus, it depends upon which news outlet that you subscribe to, whether it's CNN or Fox News or Vox, or some people are incredibly negative over news that I personally would view as kind of neutral, neither here nor there. It isn't the worst day ever. It isn't the best. From a political standpoint, you've got a lot of negativity right now. The ads are, in my opinion, pretty entertaining, but they're not positive. It's just really about attacking the other side right now, and I don't know that either side, whether or not you like Donald Trump, I don't think that his position is enviable, because I don't know that there is a correct answer to dealing with the virus. I think the news would convince you that other countries have really gotten it right. If you dig down into the actual data, it's pretty consistent across the board. Even if you look at countries like Sweden, you look at who did not close down, they have a much smaller population. You look at countries like France, Great Britain, the developed countries, of course. I'm not talking about second or even third world countries. The impact has been very comparable across the board. There isn't anybody who's winning the Corona Olympics, in my opinion, right now, especially if you look at like the average age of people that have passed away from the coronavirus. Across the board in the developing world, it's almost exclusively north of 80 years old. In fact, in the United States, if you go to CDC's reports, which you can argue that they're over or underreporting the number of people that have passed away from this, the average age is 81 or 82. That being said, I think it's also difficult to actually qualify who's dying from coronavirus, who's dying from comorbidities, you know, things that existed prior that the coronavirus exacerbated, that caused death. The point of this whole thing is, though, that regardless, I don't think there's any person, okay, in our government currently in the United States that's got a great answer for this. And so that's not enviable. The root of all of this, I guess, that I really would love to hear what you guys think about is, how are you feeling emotionally, psychologically at this point in time? Because we're still a long way from normal. And one of the things that I just want is I was talking to my wife the other day, like, I can't even fathom what normal would even look like. I do a lot of consulting with friends about events that we would host, and the questions all revolve around, how do we mitigate risk? In a world that's completely normal, there isn't inherent risk in gathering in large numbers. So my question is, are you starting to break down? Are you starting to wear out? I am, 100%. I just feel like I carry this little bit of anger with me every single day, and I don't have a way to resolve it. Now, that being said, I have not gone and given myself a physiological outlet through working out, which I need to do. That's on my list of things to do, and maybe that'll be subject to the next video. Leave your comments down below. Love to hear what you guys have to say. Have a great day.